regular meal, how fast do you eat? Faster than average? Average? Slower than average? Well, the truth is, I definitely eat faster than average. I don't purposely go to a meal and go crazy. I know back in the day, I would, when I was competitively eating and I was eating on I would do 25 contests in a year. I remember going to a wedding and I got a beautiful steak. I mean, it was a really, really nice steak. And out of habit, I cut it in half, ate one, and then just ate the other. And everyone's just staring at me. They're like, dude, relax.
Okay, let's do this.
Hi, I'm Furious Pete.
I'm a competitive eater and a bodybuilder. Ask me anything.
Everyone wants to know if I'm single?
Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
Ask me.
Ask me.
You can ask me anything.
In a nutshell, I do YouTube. I host TV shows, a number of them. I have my own apparel company. I have my own supplement company. I think my most popular video, my most viewed video, is called Before and After in 5 hours, where I showed the public that you can mimic your body to go from bloated to absolutely ripped in 5 hours. And the way I did that was doing the after picture first and the before picture after. So I looked good, sprayed myself, I got a pump on, I put a little Photoshop into the picture as well, and I looked ripped. And then afterwards I chugged a ton of milk, ate salty chips, and got myself bloated within 5 hours. After that, I did a video called 150 Warhead Challenge. What the 150 Warhead Challenge was is you eat these sour candies and literally your tongue starts bleeding after eating a certain number of them. So after about eating 50 of these Warhead candies, my tongue was bleeding. And I ate another 100 after that, and so my tongue got worse. It was so painful. I was doing crazy dances trying to overcome the pain. And for some reason, my viewers absolutely loved watching this because one, they saw me in pain. Two, they saw me doing crazy dances. I felt like a boss finishing that, but I couldn't eat whole food for 3 days afterwards. It sucked.
Shepherd's pie, Yorkshire puddings.
Wow, look at that.
Enjoy.
Thank you. How heavy are these things? I honestly have no idea how many I can eat. Do you still do challenges and do you like doing them?
I still do eating challenges. Contests, not so much. Those aren't really on my radar anymore, but eating challenges, I do for YouTube, I do for TV shows, and I showcase them on YouTube on a regular. Now, do I enjoy doing them? Yes and no. There's a lot of challenges out there that are just painful, or there's just such a large quantity that they're not enjoyable because sometimes the food just simply doesn't taste good. But for those challenges that actually have good quality food, and you actually challenge yourself to the point where you don't feel like you're gonna die, those challenges I do enjoy. So what I'm doing today is a mini Yorkie eating challenge. Now these are mini shepherd's pies. I've never tried a challenge like this, and I'm gonna see how many I can eat in 3 minutes. Honestly, I have zero clue how many I can do.
Pete, when you're doing these challenges, how do you find spicy food affects you or the taste of the food?
Way, way harder. I mean, I don't handle heat well. I don't handle spicy things well.
Yep.
Although my viewers really love to see me eat spicy things, they like to see me in pain.
I think it'll be as high as 35 to 40.
It's 11 pounds.
I got faith.
3 minutes.
What do you think?
15.
15? No.
We'll see. We will see.
You gotta do it again. Take two.
You ate 25?
I always stand when I eat. Couldn't do it today. So the food just drops much more easily, so it's like sitting more. But it's okay. It's a lot more messier than I thought it would be, or didn't expect it. What was surprising was that I couldn't eat them just whole because this circular thing is actually like pretty solid. Yeah. So I had to biting it in half at the start definitely helped because you want to do as little chewing as possible. You want to eat these things like a duck. Yeah, it's true. Get the duck. So the truth is, 80% of the time, I actually feel fine. Today I feel fine. If this went on for 10 minutes, I might not feel fine afterwards. But there are contests that have a lot of liquid or a lot of sugar involved that simply, you really have no choice but to bend over and let nature take its course. But most of the time, I feel pretty good after these things. I prepare enough that I actually feel pretty good. But yeah, that's just all it is.
Can you eat a whole turkey by yourself? I don't know. Can I? What is the most calories you have eaten in a single sitting? I think in a single sitting, I did the Michael Phelps Diet Challenge way back when, and that was 12,000 calories in 30 minutes. However, in a single day, I've done 30,000 calories. Do you ever feel what you do is dangerous? Yes, I do. I've experienced one really bad situation. I've choked in the past while doing eating contests, but I've gone out of it easily by eating more food. I know it's weird, but like, if you feel like something's kind of lodged in there, you keep eating, you kind of push that other food down. Dangerous, I know, stupid, don't do it. It was something that I did back then. I was on a program on UK television 2 years ago called ITV Let's Do Lunch. Huge program out there, and it was live, and they wanted me to break my own Guinness World Record for eating a 12-inch pizza. Now this pizza was way undercooked, and as I started eating it, the dough got lodged in my throat. It was really scary for me. Everyone around me thought I was just puking and laughing, and I was like, no, I really can't breathe. Luckily enough for me, I actually reached in and pulled it out, and got it out, and I was okay. I didn't complete the stunt on the biggest network out there, which kind of sucked, but I was okay. It was very scary for me. After that, literally for like 6 months, every time I was doing some kind of stunt, that was in the back of my mind, so it was scary. There's been a lot of deaths associated with competitive eating. Choking, there's been heart attacks, but I don't think that would be necessarily directly related to that. Maybe that's too much excitement, too much whatever. But it's not safe. It's not smart to do, and I don't recommend it to anyone, to be honest. Like, if you enjoy watching it for entertainment, great. If you want to do like an eating challenge in a restaurant, that's okay. But these professional contests, I would never recommend it to anyone, simply because I don't want anyone getting hurt. Just watch me and be entertained, and that's it. We are here at the FUNIT, which stands for the Furious Unit. We are here at the FUNIT, which stands for the Furious Unit. A lot of people online will ask me, what does the FUNIT stand for? Well, it's quite simple, just the Furious Unit. Right here, we are in the gym part of my warehouse. This is where I shoot a lot of YouTube videos. There's gonna be future seminars in here, and it's just nice to have that personal space where I can scream while I work out. And the other part of my warehouse is apparel. So that's where we keep the Team Furious apparel that we sell online, and we do everything in-house right here, as opposed to a lot of other people that just do have fulfillment centers and everything like that. We want to really just have everything hands-on. With YouTube, I like to do a lot of extreme things. I like to dabble in things I've never tried before. I have a 245-pound frame right now, and I've never tried backflips in my life. And it wasn't a good idea to try backflips on a hard surface for the first time. And I just landed wrong and have a really bad sprained ankle right now. Thank God it's not a cracked bone. That's what I'm happy about right now. How do you preserve muscle while cutting? Well, my friend, that might be a little bit difficult because when you want to generate mass up here, you need to eat a surplus of calories. You need to eat more in order to gain mass here. And when that happens, it's going to be really hard to generate that six-pack right here. So you need to decide what is more important. So in my opinion, I think that you should focus on trying to build some muscle mass here, and then it's going to be a lot easier to focus on the rest of the body. A lot of these exercises, when we're doing them, I want you to focus on actually contracting the muscle. So many people will focus on momentum when they're actually doing these exercises. So for example, bench press right here. A lot of people will just go try and power it out and try and get as many reps as they can. Unfortunately, they're focusing on momentum rather than tearing apart the muscle and going really slow. I prefer that you guys go really, really slow when you're trying, especially if you're trying to build up mass. So I'll do a couple reps here and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, and we're gonna go really slow down. You can even pause at the bottom. We call those pause reps. Last time I did my max bench was 2.5 weeks ago, and I did 440. But I think I can go heavier because it went up really easy. My goal is to get up to 500 by the end of the year. But we'll see. That's gonna be hard. Give me just a second. So we're gonna do one of my favorite ab exercises. There's two variations, an easier one and a harder one. We'll start off with the easier one. What we're gonna do is bend our legs when we get to the top here. You wanna try and keep your elbows close and everything tight. And just go knees to elbows, knees to elbows, knees to elbows. So the reason that you wanna keep your body contracted is because if you don't, let's say I'm letting go now, you're gonna be flying around just like that, and you're not going to be able to do proper, ab exercises because you're just flying around. That is not gonna work well. So you gotta make sure that you are tight right here. So as a result, you are focusing solely on your abs when you're doing those reps. All right, so we're gonna transition into a much more difficult exercise. Again, we have to make sure that we stay really tight right here, and we're staying tight right here. Otherwise, you're not gonna get that proper rep. So here we go. We're gonna keep our legs straight this time. Who is the one Mr. Olympia winner that you would love to work out with? Arnold? Done deal. So, one of the good reasons why I train in my own space. There's a lot of stuff that I can't tolerate in the gym. A lot of things that just bug me. One thing is excessive grunting. Now I understand you're going for the heaviest rep you possibly can. You may release some sounds. You're putting all the effort you possibly can, and you just can't contain yourself. That's okay. But when it's every single rep, even your warm up, and you're like, when you're doing that in the gym constantly, you're not cool. I'm sorry, you're just not. Another thing that really bugs me, if you're an excessive sweater, like myself, and you leave a pool of water on a bench press or wherever you're training, that's not cool. Could you imagine sitting down on a bench that is just completely soaked, ready to do a set? It doesn't feel good, just so you know. Another thing is those people that come in wearing sunglasses into the gym. Now I see it time and time again. I don't know who you're trying to impress, but it's not that bright inside. Like, you're going to those weights, like, what do you need sunglasses for? Seriously. Seen this time and time again, and I'm always laughing. I'm always recording with my phone down here, and I'm recording you. I have a video of you somewhere in my little database.
What are some of your favorite things you've created? Who is your favorite superhero? Superman. That's it. What is your favorite food of all time? At the end of the day, there's really nothing that beats a really good steak.
Hi, Pete. Is it true that when you were born, you ate the umbilical cord too? Who asked this question? It is true. It is true. I was quite hungry when I got out of the womb. You know, and naturally, I just ate the first thing I saw.
Hey Pete, I love all your merchandise and fitness gear. What are some of your favorite things you've created?
Over the years, you know, I've developed a lot of products that I really love and that I'll continue wearing. One of my favorite shirts, and reason it is my favorite shirt, is because it was one of our original shirts. So it says, "Stay sexy, stay hungry, get laid." And this is a motto that we came up with randomly. I was doing a video log and I randomly said it for some reason, and people were like, "Oh, that should be your motto, that should be your saying." One of my favorite shirts or hoodies that I create right now is this one right here. I'm gonna bring it back. Here we go. It's gonna be fun. So this is, it's simple, but it uses one of my main logos, which is D4L, dedicated for life. That is a little D. A lot of people always ask me. And this is the first time we actually started using leather tags. So just upping everything. And we love it. It's really, really cool material. Lightweight French terry fleece, so perfect for working out. Believe it or not, a lot of people are surprised when they hear that I, along with people in my family, are the ones that are doing these orders, are fulfilling them. You know, it means a lot to me when somebody writes an entire note that says, "Oh, your biggest fan, you've been an inspiration. Can you please just sign the shirt or whatever?" We try and include just a signed card with every single order, so that you have something extra with it. And a lot of times this means more to them than the t-shirt itself that they get. Another thing that I'm really happy about, and it's taken a lot of time and effort to actually get these right, for example, knee sleeves. So knee sleeves are perfect for squatting, especially if you have some knee pain. You put these on over your knees and they actually make everything tight, keep everything warm. I went through 10 different samples to get these right, and I'm really, really just proud of this product. I think it looks really awesome, nice camo color and everything like that. So really happy about that. This is something that I wanted to create it for years, but it just didn't seem like the right move because these are extremely expensive to make. So this is a 100% leather belt for working out, and a lot of my fans always saw me training with one, but they're extremely expensive to make, but people always wanted them, and it was just a really cool move that I could finally make them. Yeah, we had a couple products that we created over the years that I was like, "Oh, these are so cool. This design is so cool," and people even tell me the design is so cool, but they just don't sell. I created a second version of my most popular seller in a different color, in just like summer colors, and it just didn't sell. People just didn't like it or just didn't appeal to them, which is fine. It happens. I created another shirt. It says "Eat, Lift, Eat," and there's a bunch of random steak plates, a barbell with a burger, hot dogs, and things like that. We've done pretty well with a lot of designs, but that is one risk that you take as an entrepreneur. especially with clothing, that, things may not sell. It's a big risk. You invest thousands and thousands of dollars into it, and if it doesn't sell, you lose that money. But it's just, it's a risk that we've taken over the years, and we're learning as we go along.
How would your life be if YouTube didn't exist? Well, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know, but I went to school for engineering. I have my master's in engineering. So I would more than likely be somewhere designing stuff in CAD and doing engineering stuff. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Yes. There's probably a creature out there that has a deformed foot and is walking around on one foot, like I'm hopping around right now. I'm Bigfoot. Did I tell you that? Yeah, I'm Bigfoot. Which future world tours would you love to do? You know what? I want to be everywhere. I want to go around the world. I want to knock off every single country. I'd love to just go and experience Dubai. I'd love to visit all of Europe. I am looking forward to filming in New Zealand and Australia as well, because we haven't tapped that yet. But yeah, just knock off the entire world. Why not? Can I eat a whole turkey? I think I can eat a whole turkey, but right now we've been answering a lot of your questions, and as I'm eating, I'm falling asleep as a result. So yes, especially in competition styles, it's a lot easier to eat turkey really, really fast, or any kind of food really, really fast, but when you're doing it over a long period of time, it gets kind of tiring. I'm not full at all though. That's the truth. I'm not full at all. I could eat all this, but I was focused on answering your questions rather than eating. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. All right, my friends. Team Furious right here. You guys stay sexy, stay hungry, and of course, get laid.